Okay, so from now on, I'm going to be playing a little bit of quiet music in the background. It's through Epidemic Sound, which is a third party awesome company that creates copyright free music at a very high level. And that way, I don't have to drag it and edit the video. I can just have it playing lightly in the background. And should be no issues there with YouTube, I hope. So excited about that. Messaged my mother-in-law today just to let them know that there's a couple options that we might be looking at moving near them, and they seem extremely hospitable, and I'm happy about that possibility. It still might be Michigan, so that's of course hours away, so that wouldn't be very helpful in that regard, but it's a consideration. We're just making plans. I'm just trying to do the best by Julie, for myself, and of course the kids. Not willing to just live anywhere. I'd rather actually live in a place I don't want to be if it's better for my boys, safety, schools, what have you. No, I am not looking to relocate to the state of Ohio. I can't. Never gonna happen. So, to all the amazing people in Ohio, and there are some amazing people in Ohio, phenomenal people. My in-laws used to live there for, I think, 15 years. My father-in-law was a pastor in the Mansfield region. Great guy, amazing person. And also, there's been at least 24, maybe 36 amazing Ohio football players that have played for the University of Michigan. So, to that end, I do have lots of love for Ohio, but just don't tell anybody, because I don't admit that. So, anyway, so this is another update. I'm just putting this video out there because I hadn't put out much in the last 3 weeks. So I wanted to kind of up our game a bit on the videos. And 1 week I might do 3, 1 week I might do 2. I'm going to decide what day of the week will be my 1 week, 1 video every week guarantee. That should be exciting to be more consistent, of course. Grow this channel like I was hoping to do. Like I want to do is get to 5,000 subscribers. So again, share it, like it. It helps more than you know. It really does. And that'll take time, months, if not a year. I get it. That's fine. Very exciting news. This is why Julie wanted me to do this channel to begin with. One regret I did have, and it's okay to have regrets. People say don't have regrets. Well, how do you get better in life? Regrets help. So I should have started videoing Julie's process when she was first diagnosed in October of 2022. And I didn't think about it. My negativity prevents me from doing a lot. And I think a lot of our negative self-talk prevents a lot of us, all, including this community, including other people all over the world, from doing what needs to be done. Just get started. And that's why she's very happy I've done that with this channel. As raw as it is, as very raw as it is, I hope that it gets better, and it will. I'll get better with the camera eventually, but she was wanting me to get us on video, especially for the boys. That's the big thing. There's a journal that I've located that she wants me to share. It's personal, but it's not intimate. It's nothing that she wouldn't want me to share. If I ever came across that, obviously, I'll be the deciding factor on that issue. And her privacy is first and most paramount in my heart. but I know she'd rather me share a lot of things than she would have, because she's a bit shy. Not overly shy, but she could be on occasion, depending on the situation. Like even coming on YouTube. She was not a big fan of that idea, and I said to her, well, if this is about you and what you're going through, and what our family's going through, you might need to make peace with that. And she did. She did amazing. She cried on film because it was real. She grimaced and made faces because she was truly in pain. That was real. And she wanted to share it, whether it was with 100 of you or 100,000 of you. She was a very genuine lady, and I loved her for that. So anyway, the thumbnail that I think I'm going to use, and I'm pretty sure I put up there, hoping it's not flagged because it's graphic. It's gross. Thumbnails on YouTube tend to draw lots of traffic, and I hope so. If you're new here, I hope you do subscribe. This is the day in the life of a widower. That's me. Julie Flynn was my wife, and she suffered from colon cancer, stage 4. And so thumbnails, when you're getting into YouTube, they want a tiny bit of drama. They want you to be captivating. Well, Julie was very concerned about my health before she was even diagnosed with cancer. So, on a lot of issues. And that's why I'm filing for disability. And that takes so long. But that's a whole other volume of videos that I can do down the road here soon. So anyway, when you're a type 2 diabetic and both legs are very full of neuropathy, which is bad circulation, and they're numb, thank goodness there's no pain in them. And I know lots of folks on Facebook I've talked with over the years have horrible pain. I can't take gabapentin. I won't take it ever again because, one, it didn't help much. A little bit, but not much. Very, very little bit. But also it led to severe edema, which is the swelling of your feet and your ankles and your calves. It was so bad I could not get in a car. It was excruciating. I couldn't get off the sand when I went to the beach with my wife or my relatives. They had to help me up. So my mobility was a joke. It was horrible. I couldn't cross my legs at church and have a discussion. And those things you don't take for granted until it happens. And so on medication, doing the furosemide, the water pills, Lasix, things like that. Obviously the metformin, glipizide, all those things. So by the grace of God and medicine, and my diet has changed, still by no means perfect, but it's much better than it was 6 months ago or 6 years ago. So that's a positive. So if you're struggling with food, you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, there's so many of you out there that are wrestling with that. Be kind to yourself. Don't hate yourself. Don't overjudge, because you'll do that cycle. You'll behave for a day or a week, maybe even a month or 3 months, and you'll go right back. And you'll just binge on stuff that's stupid, like chocolate bars for me, at a rate that would blow your mind away, because I can just do that. I can eat that and just be in my glory. Call it a drug, I guess. Sugar. I don't know. But I've prayed about it. I've worked towards it. And now I'm not really craving the chocolate bars and the gummy bears and the things that a 5-year-old might want. You got to grow up sometime and be responsible. And I think I had a chocolate bar last week for the first time in months. So that's awesome. So I'm not perfect. I'm by no means the poster child for how to defeat diabetes. I'm not there at all. My weight has gone down because I've hydrated a lot in the last 4 weeks since Julie's passing. My blood pressure has been so out of whack for so many months. It was either way too high, and now it's too low. It's like 108/70. So any one of you in medical, please tell me that's awesome. But I think it's a bit too low. Last week when it was under 100, dystolic, the top number, like 88/60, I was very concerned. So anyway, it's back to that 120/60 or 70, which I like a lot, 130s. So I'm on those beds as well. So I'm on a lot. I'm going through a lot. And this wound I've got on my toe just started. I'm trying to think back to when Julie passed in March, if I had it yet then, because you'll get wounds on your legs and you won't even know you got them. So that's why they say check yourself every night before bed. I'll get these blisters on my shins or my calves, and they're huge, and I leave them alone. You don't pop those. You don't touch those. But when they do go, there's that layer of skin missing that can get infected quick. So you got to be very careful. And I recommend you see a professional doctor or a PA, physician assistant, immediately. This is by no means a medical advice channel at all. I am a layman when it comes to the basic knowledge of medicine, but I'm not registered. I'm not certified in anything. These are just my opinions. So at the end of the day, safety first. I know it sounds cheesy, but it's true. So always see a professional. I'm just telling you what I've gone through. And so when you have a wound on the bottom of your foot, it's hard to wrap it yourself. And I'm not going to make my kids wrap dad's gross, nasty toes. I'm not going to do that. And to speak to that, I love my wife, an amazing partner. She had close to a phobia of feet, even if they're clean and well manicured. I don't like feet, but if they're clean and well manicured, I have no problem. I used to lotion her feet when she was really in pain or tired. This is before cancer. I'd ask her, do you want me to rub your feet? And she'd say yes. She loved it. So it was a nurturing moment for me. It was one of my love languages. So I'd lotion her calves and her shins and the ball of her feet, the heels, the calloused area, and just give her rubs, and she'd practically fall asleep. She loved that. She would never do that for me, and that's okay. I get it. That was before my wounds. She just was like, no, go away. That's gross. I don't want to touch anyone's feet. I don't care if you're George Clooney or Matthew McConaughey. Julie liked Maddie a lot. That was one of her Hollywood crushes, I guess. So anyway, she said, no, I'm not touching anyone's feet. And then I joked and I said, but you'd wash the Lord's feet. And then she thought about it. And then she said, of course. So that's a joke. That's a cute one. We both would in a heartbeat. Absolutely. So anyway, I wouldn't even show her this wound because she'd just get upset and walk away and just be grossed out. And I don't want to do that to her. So anyway, that's the reason why I put that on there, because it's real and it's recent. I'm living this now, but it's also medical because it's a good topic to have. If you don't take care of yourself, this is what can happen. And this wasn't from overeating bad stuff. This just happened. So, and it can just happen. That's a thing. When you get neuropathy, these things can now just happen. That's how far it's gotten in my life. When I was 45, 42, probably not. Would have healed quite a bit better. Maybe not as fast as the average, but much better than now. So my podiatrist said, look, we need to, for the betterment of your foot, we need to take this toe. There's an infection. He knows what he's talking about, and I trust him fully. He's an amazing doctor. Love him. And so we're, I think, tentatively on Monday. What date would Monday be? I'm going to take a quick look at the 27th. I think we're going to aim for the 27th, is what I was told, but that could change. I'll let you all know. And then I'll take a picture of the lobbed off toe, and I'll share that with you. So whenever I share these pictures, warning, I don't want to gross any of my subscribers out at all. Please understand this is medical, and it's I want to share. And it's my toe, it's my foot. It's not anything intimate or private. The rest of me is fine. I have no wounds anywhere else at all. I take a little bit of pride in being a very clean-cut kind of guy. Julie loved it when I'd splash a little cologne on. Drove her nuts in a good way. Sometimes I don't do that because these days cologne is frowned upon. Everyone all of a sudden has gotten allergic to it or sensitive, so whatever. I tried to consider others on occasion, but my wife loved when I put on, and I don't put a ton on. She wanted me to wear more. I don't like it when people can smell you from 5-10 feet away. I find a lot of folks, some folks will do that, and I myself I don't want to smell you from 10 feet away at all. I'd like a nice hint of what you're wearing. If I shake your hand, sure. Anyway, Julie liked it when I'd wear Eternity, Hugo Boss, or Obsession, the classics. That's pretty much all I wear if I wear cologne at all. But I'm not drowning myself. I don't marinate in it. I put a couple dabs in my neck and my cheeks and my wrist and just let it go. And less is more. I don't put tons of condiments on my hot dog or burger or... I've always taught my kids less is more. It's less mess. Enjoy your food, not the condiment. That's supposed to highlight it, right? It's not supposed to be the thing. So that's my opinion. And it's just that. It's my opinion. I could very well be wrong. Because some of you love extra ketchup. And some of you love extra ranch. Or some of you, I get it. So back to my toe. The plan is to amputate it, sadly enough. If I smile a lot, it's not because I'm excited about my toe amputation. Or this thumbnail, this gross picture. It's kind of an awkwardness that I show when I smile. And that's what you see in my videos with Julie. People have been very critical. Man, this guy's all about himself, or he likes to laugh and joke when his wife's in tears. Well, folks, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to lean in with her and cry? And some of you will say, yeah, and maybe I should have. When I look back, maybe, no, because my nature doesn't do that in public. I'm not going to do that in front of a bunch of nurses. And she wouldn't have liked it. She would have been very concerned if all of a sudden I started doing that. Because she felt, and I do, one of us needs to be strong for the other. And that comes natural for me. I'm her partner. I'm going to be that strong guy. I'm going to smile you through it. I'm going to love you through it. I'm going to joke if I can. If you can handle that. If you're not in too much pain. Don't want to be inappropriate. But I wanted to be there for her. So I wanted to be strong and a little bit confident. And edify her a lot. Say, we've got this. You've got this. I don't know how, but you're gonna somehow be okay. And at the end of the day, if you're not, and you pass away young, then you still win, because you get heaven. And we're firm believers in that. And that's when she started her favorite quote in her last 18 months. Even if cancer takes me, a nurse, a doctor, someone's going to see my strength, and they don't have Christ in their life, and that's going to be something that they're going to reconsider. Or someone at church who's kind of on the fence. Maybe they're not as dedicated as they should be, or need to rededicate their lives. Maybe an acquaintance. Even if this was for a reason. That is what her whole motto became, and I was so touched by that. Because there's so much strength in that. So even if they take my toe, I've still got my foot. And I'm trying to walk more, not less. Because I am very sedentary. Have been all my life. And that's not good, but some of us just are. So I'm trying to walk more. I'm trying to be active more. Because what's the term? Darwin or someone said, use it or lose it. Atrophy. We don't want that. And that's the thing. So... you have to be conscious of that. So my advice is to be healthy, do a little bit better. If you get better as a person, attitude-wise and what you say, diet, in terms of your body and your longevity, and be good to yourself, if we can all get better, 1% of 1%, that's not much. Your life could improve significantly. I know mine has in the last 5 years, let alone the last year. In spite of the fact I lost my partner in life, my beautiful wife. I see the value in it. I really do. And there's so many other people hurting out there, and that's again why we're doing this, not just for me. Yes, it's very cathartic for me to do this. I have felt and received that. But who else knows who this might touch and who else this might encourage? I know, as I mentioned yesterday on that video, that this is our boys' last week of school. So this summer, Grayden is going to be offering some more videos. And we are going to start a paid subscription. This will stay the same, of course. Free. Absolutely. But there'll be a membership button. And I think it's $5 a month for anyone who wants to chip in and help us pay some bills. It's going to be amazing. YouTube just approved us for that privilege. That says a lot about the subscribers. It's because of you all that we're able to do this. Whether an advertisement might be coming by your screen, be patient with us. Please allow that 30-second or 45-second spot to run. It's always a great time to go potty. That's what I tell the boys. If there's a commercial, go to the bathroom, go to the restroom, run the microwave, reheat your popcorn. That helps us. And it's free to you. It's just a commercial. So those things are going to be coming. I'm in a position where if that takes off down the road, months from now, 3 months, 6 months, a year and a half, and provides me and my boys a tiny bit of income, it won't ever be thousands a month, I don't believe. Some YouTubers do that, of course, they get that. And they've got 300,000 subscribers, 90,000 subscribers. But this would be a huge help to pay the lights, the bills, a doctor bill or 2 or 3 or 4. The boys' haircuts. I used to do their hair, but that was years ago. They will not let me shave their heads with a 3 guard on the clippers. Can't do that no more. They won't let me. I've tried. So I think this could be something really special for us. And that's what Julie wanted too. If she knew today that we've been approved to partner with YouTube, monetize, you might make $3 or $5 a day. You could grow it to where you're making $15 or $20 a day. And like I said, there's plenty of channels that make way more than that. And we're not expecting that. That's not something I could even fathom. If Julie knew that this was something that is going to be a reality for us, she'd be beyond. I say she'd be tickled pink. That's she like that. She'd be ecstatic, which means beyond excited. She'd be so happy for us. So that's coming. And we're excited about that as well. But Grayden's going to be on here a bit more. So when you're a member, that $5 or $10, it might be $10 a month, but we'll see. You'll get access to other videos, extra videos, a couple a month. I'm not sure how many. I haven't decided how we're going to work all that yet. We've got to schedule this out so we're consistent, because that's the most important thing, is consistency on YouTube. So, but there'll be extra content for you folks. Maybe we'll share Julie's diary in that regard, the stuff she wanted to share, her hopes for her boys, her fears, her concerns, their future marriages, her thoughts on that. She's got dozens, plural, dozens of videos just on her journal and her most inward thoughts. that I know she'd be okay with sharing. So this is not a very private kind of journal. It's close thoughts that she wanted shared, and her innermost thinking. You know, again, stuff she didn't like the camera. So even if she's here, she'd want me to read. I'd be looking at her, and she'd be nodding, and then she'd hand me whatever she's found for the day, and it might just be a page or two, and I'd go ahead and read that, and then she'd be happy I read it, and she'd probably kiss me right there. She would. Heard something in the living room, so that got me kind of startled. Boys could be coming home soon. It's almost 2 o'clock. So, thank you so much for tuning in again. Yeah, someone's home. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love you, because Julie's still here in my heart. So I'm going to always say we. I might say I, but when I say we, I mean Julie and I appreciate you so much. Share this channel. Let's grow this. Let's get it much bigger. Love you. Talk to you soon. And hope you have a great rest of your week. All right? God bless. Talk to you later. Bye.